So it looks like Drew Sidora and the LeBron James story that she decided to share on the Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming back to haunt her. But her sister slash manager is defending her and giving us a timeline. But thanks to our friends over at Us Weekly, it seemed that she may have dated LeBron James around the same time that he was dating his current wife, Savannah. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, they played a game on the Real Housewives of Atlanta where they were talking about celebrities they may have been with or flirted with. And although in this particular episode, Drew didn't mention LeBron James by name.
I was on Melrose and we were at a restaurant and a certain king of the NBA sent me over a drink.
Oh. So we asked him.
Yeah. Was this before he was married? No, this was before he was married. We went on a couple of dates. He flew me to his games.
Okay.
He would listen to my music before his games. All them games he was off of my music. I'm just saying.
I believe she has talked about it before. So we all knew who she was referring to. But then a lot of people were like, but wait a second, including Sonia in her confessional, but hasn't LeBron been dating Savannah since high school days? So when did this relationship happen? And what music did you have out that was helping him win games? Well, we will get into the timeline in just a second. Drew Sidora's sister is just as annoying as she is. Okay. I mean, she really is. Now we understand where Drew gets it from. So a couple of things came out from her sister coming out online, talking about this timeline, talking about the relationship that she had with LeBron, that she did not break up a marriage. Yes, we know Savannah and LeBron got married in 2013. 2013. But they've known each other since at least 2002. And when I say known each other, they were dating in high school. We will get back there. So Drew Sidora's sister took to social media and pretty much, first of all, she revealed that she had been working on this deal for Real Housewives of Atlanta for at least 5 years. But if you follow the tea, like we follow the tea, we know that Drew Sidora was offered, or at least they were negotiating and considering Drew Sidora way before last season. And a lot of you really believe that Drew is carrying the season. Probably inadvertently, not necessarily in a good way. All right. So she also says, first of all, she goes on a long rant. She talks about Drew Sidora's career. She talks about Drew Sidora, she's had 40 credits and she's had music and blah, 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 blah. And LeBron's a great guy.
So if you guys know how to fact check, Drew met LeBron James around 2002 or 2003. Yes, they were talking. Matter of fact, Drew and I stay in a hotel. People called me and my sister two girls against the world. Why? Because we were always together. So, hey, LeBron, they dated, they talked on the phone day and night. We went to games. We went to dinners. We weren't sneaking through back alleyways, going through dark tunnels. I know and hung out with Randy, his uncle. I know LeBron James to be a cool guy, a wonderful person, his team. Him and Drew liked each other. They were cool. Do the math. Google 2003, Drew Sidora and LeBron James. Google it. He got married to his wife, from what I understand, his beautiful wife, in 2013. Okay. So I'm looking at all these comments and it's really sad. It's really sad, especially me seeing comments from other Black women, stating just the most ignorant, disrespectful, degrading stuff. With all of a sudden y'all just Instagram and social media investigators or journalists. I mean, just stop and stop spreading the lies, spreading this. She had an affair. We come from a family. My father's a pediatrician. My mom's a pastor. We don't sleep with other people's husbands. Okay. We just don't do that at all. And so at the end of the day, I really need you guys to focus on what's really real. Mental health is up. There's a war going on. There's gun violence. There's mass shootings. Gas prices are high. Human trafficking. So let's get on with what's real. Drew has been in this business. Check her resume. She played T-Boz in a TLC movie. We've gotten over maybe 40 movie credits. It took me 5 years to procure the deal for Real Housewives of Atlanta on Bravo. And she's played in The Game, That's So Raven, as Chantel, Step Up. We have a gold record. She was the only unsigned artist on the soundtrack for Step Up. We're legitimate people, and we don't need to cloud chase or brag about anybody on the show. She just simply said she dated a basketball player. She never said his name. But guess what? We don't need to brag about anybody. We're all humans. Unless Jesus Christ himself, we touch the cloth of his robe. That would be the only thing that we would brag about. Other than that, we're all humans. We date people. We don't have affairs. It was not an affair. Okay, so that's it. I don't know how many people are going to actually see this, but I put it out there. Why? Because it's my sister. Because I've managed her for 30 years. I've been in this entertainment industry. I know how this goes.
So then our friends over at Us Weekly, 6 hours ago, because obviously this is a hot topic, and obviously people want to know, what is the timeline? Let's make it make sense. Well, sidebar. Drew, how did you drop this bag? Just saying, you could have been LeBron James, his wife, Drew James. It doesn't really have a ring to it. Savannah James has a ring to it. And they have beautiful kids. All right, let's get into this timeline. So Us Weekly's reporting the timeline, all right? Slam dunk love story. LeBron James and his wife, Savannah James, are relationship goals and started out as high school sweethearts. The couples met as students in the early 2000s, and Savannah was by her man's side when he signed his first NBA contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pay attention. After his rookie season, the pair welcomed their first child, LeBron James Jr., in 2004. You heard what the sister said, right? They were dating like 2002, 2003, which is very possible. No one's saying that, maybe they were talking and dating and then things fell apart. And then he got serious with Savannah and had their first kid in 2004. Okay. Son Bryce Maximus joined the family in 2007, 4 years before LeBron and Savannah got engaged. Okay? She said in an interview, "I just love him so much. We're soulmates." And that was back in 2010. She said the ESPY winner chimed in, adding, "A person like myself always needs a great sidekick and a person you can rely on no matter the circumstances. And she's that. She's got my back, and I love her for that." As you guys know, the pair exchanged vows in September of 2013, 1 year before welcoming their beautiful daughter, Zuri. Not only is the Ohio native an all-star on the basketball court, but he's also a champion for his family at home. So let me just rewind just to line it up for you guys, for those that didn't understand what I said in the beginning of this. So according to Drew Sidora's sister and / manager, Drew and LeBron dated around 2002, 2003. This is where people are questioning the validity of her story and if she was a side chick. They weren't married though. And remember, they were young. So, anyways, 2002, the twosome met while attending high school in Akron, Ohio. Okay, that was 2002. 2003, LeBron officially made it into the NBA. Okay, signing with the Cleveland Cavaliers, first draft pick. The pair attended Savannah's senior prom during LeBron's rookie season. So they were dating. So it's very possible, maybe in early 2002, him and Drew Sidora maybe had a little bit of a thing. She made it seem like it was a deeper thing. He was winning games. Which games? High school games or NBA games? What, now I need to kind of go back and pay attention. 2004, they had their first son together. 2007, 3 years later, they had another child together. 2010, after less than a decade with his home state's NBA team, LeBron was traded, as you guys remember. Look, here I'm talking sports. Woo, not me talking sports. But she's been by his side that entire time. But the most important part that we have to pay attention to is the 2002-2003 period. Like I said to you before, they've been through probably a lot together. And they were young then. So it wouldn't surprise me that maybe there was an overlap in his relationship with Drew Sidora and with Savannah. Very possible. Was she the other woman? I don't want to know if I want to go that far. They were very young. He wasn't officially married yet. Who knows what the official relationship status of him and Savannah were at the time. But based on this timeline, it's still a little gray. It's still a little murky. And I know the comment section probably got Drew Sidora and her sister hot. But girl. But girl, she's the one who brought it up on the show. Why are you mad at everybody else? It's not our fault. She brought it up on the show and we were like, the timeline's not making sense. And then y'all wonder why Sonya's like, I can't ride with this girl. Nothing she says makes sense. Drop it with Drew. Having all these mommy surgeries. But yeah, we're going to drop it. But I can't drop a squat. She's talking about this toxic husband. And we're like, something's not making sense here. That's what people are really questioning. We can't believe anything that comes out of Drew Sidora's mouth. Guys, let's continue this conversation below. What is your reaction to Drew Sidora's sister? And what is your reaction to this timeline? What do you think really happened? As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.